Hello, hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra CCC. So, today we are gonna go ahead and finish up Chapter 2. So, yeah, we still have to consult with the members according to the SG, and do the whole third thing with Rani. So, yeah. Rani's secret, huh? The other two were like, oh yeah, but could it really be that she's thinking she has no more secrets? That would be trouble for us if she herself has a secret she doesn't know about. No amount of poking and prodding will do any good. You want to know about my secrets? SIIs have a duty to answer any questions, so strictly speaking I have none. However, there are some matters which we've been preset to keep silent on, private matters that we could count the secrets with AI. If Ronnie has something like us, then I don't believe that she would ever talk about her own secrets. But no program is perfect. Even if each individual part is perfect, then two parts collide, the reaction will breed flaws. I'm unable to refine whatever with such instability is merely error or something in the mind, though. If you can hatch it or even make Rani excited, you might be able to get a glimpse of her SG. How to uncover Rani's SG, huh? We don't have any leads at the moment. Whoops. The Sakura Labyrinth is a projection of a young girl's mind, which has become a core. Can only hope for a clue in the labyrinth. Lady Rani's secrets. Well, it's just my impression, but she has an avid thirst for knowledge, or know-it-all, if you will. I interpreted her first SG to be essentially the desire for a prince on a wild stallion. Thus, the third may be surprisingly childish. Though she appears to be one without pity, perhaps she merely has yet learned a way to express her emotions? Alright, into the dungeon we go. Let me just check if there's anything that's... If Kotomini has anything special... No, okay. How many... I have 13, I want to get 20, so let's get... There we go. It's always good to have a few items there. We don't really need the money at this point. We have basically everything we want. Really. So, okay, let's go here. Yep. Rani, we've come to SG. You never learned a lesson, do you? I told you that I wanted... Oh. Could that what you're beholding be a chest set? Oh, I know, I butchered that phrase. Yeah, it is. For a second, Rani's eyes looked like amethysts, as they sparkled with joy like a child. Do you like chess? Let me think. If I had to say whatever I like it or hate it, I would say I like it. Did you know, India holds some of the oldest known origins of chess in the world? My nationality isn't of India, but my mentor who created me seems to have a attachment to that country. By the way, if you have this much free time, how about playing a game with me? I'm pretty free right now as well. An unexpected offer. Rani, who wouldn't get provoked no matter what we did, came out and asked if we want to play a game, all on our own. I'm surprised. I shouldn't need to mention this, but if you win, you won't be able to obtain an SG. This is just a demonstration. I have to ascertain my own accuracy by competing with external thinking subroutines. To do so, a fair and impartial game is preferable. Reflexes, stamina, no. Impact. Starting on equal terms. Play is made only through the fluidity of our thoughts. This is the universe's fairest game. Fair game, huh? We just don't have the time for it. On average, 6 an hour to play. Yeah, it's hard to think that this is anything but a strategy to waste our time. Don't worry about that. If we play chess, then I'll take the other player to a private playroom. It's an accelerated space created to play chess, though only for thoughts. It can contract time by a factor of 10 cubed 1,000 times. No matter how long we take, the passage time in reality will be negligible. We can freely immerse ourselves in thought experiments. This may be our chance. Haku, play a game with her. You might even expose Rani's weak points. I agree with Rin's proposal. There's nothing to risk if we lose. I went along with Rani and accepted. I'm not that familiar with chess, but maybe I'll get the hang of it if I play.
Excellent.
Beautiful choice. Let us start without delay. Lost in 1 second. That's what I didn't lose in a second. In that chess playroom, aka Rani's hobby space, countless struggles to the death unfolded. Technically, however, for at least 1 second, at least. 1 second is approximately 10 minutes, huh? You got routed. It's upsetting to think this is our level of skill. Rani, servants have the right to challenge you in the game as well, right? Certainly. I'll take any challenger. Very well. Then watch carefully, Master. I'll show you the technical prowess I've cultivated over many years. Alright, buddy. Let's see how long you last. You lasted a little longer. Yeah, so close. You won the battle by a hair, Rani. But this is good enough for me. I have no regrets. What do you mean? Time taken aside, I enjoyed this match with Miss Hakunu more. Huh? Exaggerating, I see. Sometime later, not just us, but Leo, Rin, Sakura, and even Gawain competed with Rani across their signal. The result was loss after loss. Even Leo was unable to topple Rani's king. Are there no more challengers? None. There's no way anyone would here has an optimal strategy to beat you. She's right. I ascertained that from the single bout. As far as chess goes, I'm far and away from Rani. Leo announcing our defeat was the final nail in the coffin. Similarly, I also came to realize that even if I played tens of thousands of games, I wouldn't be able to beat Rani. They're saying that we can win with who we have here, huh? Now then, please take your leave. Playing a fair game is the most wonderful feeling. Alright, let's ignore Shinji. See you later, my guy. Since we already saw what Shinji loses in Saber route, let's just go directly to the janitor's closet and ask Jinako. A really busy bee, huh? Which is even all the way out here. You definitely got the protect vibes in an errand girl kind of way, but you came at a good time for Jinako to pause. Thus, we took a break from leveling to listen to you. So, made any progress? Now I get it. Communication between Council Room were so quiet because Jinako wasn't commentating. Sounds like she was so absorbed in leveling that she wasn't monitoring the student council room. Yep. For the time being, I decided to explain to Jinako about the events that unfolded after discovering the chess set. When Haku was seeking out the SG, you all started partaking in games of chess before you could realize it. I don't really get it, but I know that I'm tired of these template requests. Nyahaha. So a cultist, right? Eh? Jinako, just go play chess. Well, it's a teensy bit tough for me, but I didn't really see it coming and oh no, I just can't. When it scares me, I don't have any obligation to do it. And remember, Jinako is just an eat. What are you expecting out of an eat? Basically just have one special skill with time and money. I see. I thought for sure that a game fanatic like Jinako would do it. Jinako. My lord, are you truly okay with this? Hakunu Kishinami, this may be presumptuous, but listen well. When Jinako mentioned she's the occult, it decides she's awaiting a reply. What are you babbling about, you nosy servant? I'm useless, that's the end of it. I'm aware of that. My lord is useless is a useless master. As a servant, I can assert this. Forget one remark. Everything you said was so excessive, like, why are you asking me, this, Haku? Do you think I can just wing it or something? I reply, yeah. Jinako called herself useless, but that's just her personal opinion. I only just met Jinako after all, but I'll have to gradually learn more about the kind of person she is. She can call herself useless, but doesn't actually feel like it. That serious look you got stings. Fine. Turning it down seems worse at the end, so I'll get off my heavy ass and help a bit. And that heavy was just a metaphor. Just a mental or conceptual kind of thing. Jinako is lighter than she looks. Well, you really are heavy though. If you continue this lifestyle, you might just end up reaching an astounding 4-digit weight. Hakunu Kishinami, I want you to warn her. At least tell her to abstain from snacking in between meals. At this rate, Jinako will do higher damage if she crashes down on from the sky than my spear would. Really? Do you talk too much? What are you saying, my weight is no phantasm level? Ahem. Let's go back to the topic at hand. Haku, do you want to find Rani's SG, right? You want me to play along with her demonstrated interest? Just sigh, but the very premise of this is all wrong. Unless she has a secret of the mind, so you can't go making her have fun. Chess match is exactly what she's aiming for. Besides, Rani brought up her own how chess is fair game, right? That's wrong too. Chess is a fair game, but it's not an equal game. Jinako, through a way of leverage that whooped Rani easy, so bring it to 180 back to live. Haku? Just fair but not equal. I don't know what that means, but it seems like Jinako will help us. Let's go back to Sakura Labyrinth again and talk to Rani. Mission start again. Alright, let's just go ahead there. Indeed. Alright, let's deal with you then.
再挑戦を希望するのですね。いいでしょう。それでは専用のプレイルームに。
ちょい待って。そこの構成ゲームフェチに通達。何さんの相手はジーナコさん。
ジナコカリギリ。データにはありませんが、旧校舎へ逃げ延びたマスターですね。あなたが私の相手を？見たところ、平凡なプレイヤーのようですが。
天才系のマスターからこぼれる何気ない事実は傷つくっすね。でも今回ばっかりは耐えるっす。だって、ゲームの後涙をこらえて悔しがるのはラニさんの方っすからね。
あなたが私に勝利すると？例えば、気持ちの上では負けていないといった話ではなく。
主観的なジャッジじゃなくて、客観的なジャッジで勝てるっすよ。運が良ければの話だけど。
あまりにも浅はかです。チェスはこの世で最も公正、公平なゲーム。そもそも、運が良ければ勝てる、などという発言自体、あなたが。
そこ。チェスが公正なのは認めるけど、公平ではないと思うんだ、私。ラニさん、チェスは最高のゲームって言ってたらしいけど、チェスほど不公平なゲームはないですよ。
何を言うのです。チェスは公正、公平なゲームです。
Not really.
運の要素を一切排し、二人のプレイヤーが同条件で思考ルーチンの精度を競い合う。これのどこが不公平なのでしょう。
Give me a second. Sorry about that. Anyways.
不公平じゃん。どんなにゲームシステムがイーブンでも、打つプレイヤーの性能に差があるんだから。
何を言うのです。プレイヤーに差があるのは当然です。そのために腕を鍛えるのではないですか。
鍛えても埋まらない差はあるよ。これはあらゆるものにある。だから、この世に平等なものはない。ゲームなんてその最たるものだよ。システムが完璧であればあるほど、あとはプレイヤー性能がゲームの主軸になる。わかる？公平を謳うんなら、それは素人が玄人と対戦しても勝ち目があるルールじゃないといけない。
Exactly.
チェス、囲碁、将棋なんてこの世で最も不公平なゲームシステムだ。なんでそんなデッキゲームにジナコさんは参加しません。ラニさんはそこでズルして勝ち誇るキャラでいてください。
ジナコカリギリ、そこまで言うのでしたら、あなたの言う公平なゲームで勝負をしましょう。
And you fell right into her trap.
どのようなものであれ、それがテーブルゲームであるのなら、私は常に優秀だと証明します。
そう？じゃあ僕が提案するのは
Mahjong, of course.
そうだな。麻雀でいいよ。1対1ではなく4人対戦。かつ運さえ良ければ素人でも玄人を任せる可能性が出てくる。人間力に左右されない運という揺らぎを持つ最も公平で俗なゲーム。
麻雀。中国の占いが元になったゲームですね。いいでしょう。そう言われては私も引き下がれません。ではプレイルームへ。公正なゲームを。
ああ、もちろん運が絡むゲームだから1回2回の勝ち負けで結果を出しちゃダメだよね。麻雀はトータルの勝ち負けを競うものだから、そうっすね。軽く200回はブツとしましょうか。
望むところです。あなたの思考制度では200局中1局たりとも勝てないと断言します。
Now, Ronnie, you know that's statistically impossible.
オッケー、じゃあプレイ。漫画でも読んで待ってるがケチっすよ。
Off they go. Ronnie still hasn't appeared. Based on every game up until now, the time taken is unprecedented. Entire seconds are passing by.
まだ出てきませんね。それはそうと、レディ・リン、レオの顔が曇っているのは。
そりゃ曇るわよ。ジナコの言い分はレオへのアンチテーゼなんだもの。というより結論か。最終的には何が勝利するのかをジナコは見せつけてくれるわよ。
More time passes. More than 10 minutes have already passed. Maybe they've been in that private room for more than a week now. No matter how much fun is involved in the tabletop game, playing for this long might be kind of dangerous. Don't want to have this apprehension.
そんな、こんなの認めない。認め。
疲れたっす。200局中167敗33勝。運だけでも勝ちは拾えるもんすな。
200 full rounds, 167 losses, 33 wins. That means Ronnie won in total. Ronnie dominated. She proved that she had luck and is invincible. And yet, why'd she look so frustrated, I wonder?
負けた。一局でも負けた。それは、すなわち。
Yep.
そうっすよ。一局でも負ける可能性がある以上、回数を増やしていけば横並びになる未来もあるっす。
Indeed.
200回では勝ち越した。1000回でも勝ち越せる。でも、これが1億、1兆ならお互いの勝ち星と負け星は均一になる可能性が出てくる。いや、均一になるまで勝負しないと、どちらが優れているのかは測れない。
うわあ、すごいロジックエラーです。結果を出さないと優劣は測れないのに、結果を出したら優劣はなくなる。要は我慢比べってこと。先に値を上げた方が負け。こうなると、もうゲームの腕前なんて関係ないのよ。現実的な仮説ではありません。1億回なんて、そんな回数のゲームに人間は耐えられません。
ニートを甘く見るなっす。ご褒美のないルーチンワークは僕らの領域。数をこなすことだけが僕らの才能っすからね。そして思い知れ。真に公平なゲームっていうのは、誰がやってもイーブンになるもの。ラニさんの公平さは嘘っぱちっす。
そんなことは決して。私は公平なゲームを。
Uh-huh. You keep telling yourself that.
じゃあ次の200回行くっすか？そういうことっす。ラニさんはゲームをしたかったんじゃない。単に頭の良さを見せつけたかっただけ。
Yep.
違います。私は彼女が偶然にもチェスを持っていたからプレイを提案しただけで。
And where did we find that chess set again?
そのチェスがあったのはこのフロアっす。ラニさんは自分の得意な、いえ、自分が絶対勝てるゲームをわざわざ用意したっすね。これつえしたかったっすか。ああ、ゲームで遊びたかっただけならまだ可愛かったのにな。幻滅だな。
違います。私はただ皆さんに公正なゲームの美しさを伝えようと。
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
初めはそうだったかもしれないけど、本音が出ちゃったんだにゃ。 SG がないなんてとんでもない。このフロアそのものがラニさんの心。はっきり言ってやるっす。これはラニさんの無意識のよどみ。自分の性能を誇示したくて仕方がなかった理系女子の慣れの葉ですよ。
Off we go.
これがラニさんの最後の SG。 ジナコさん命名名付けて最強ジュース。
それが私の最後の秘密。そうですか。私にもまだ解析できない編集があったのですね。いいでしょう。私に自己顕示欲があったことは認めます。ですが、あなたたちは絶対に認めません。特にあなたとジナコカリギリ。この2名は排除対象に設定しました。
Ah, don't worry about it.
私
We'll
は
deal with
理
you
性的
later.
であろうと、自身に非戦闘のルールを課していましたが、この度、個人的感情に基づいて音速破棄。ラニエイト本体の中でのリベンジ&体罰戦闘に備えて消滅します。より明確かつ端的に言えば、つべこべ言わずにかかってきなさい。万全の状態で、完膚なきまでに粉砕して差し上げます。
Off we go. Ronnie's offshoot says so in monotone, then vanishes. Now we've all gathered her SG. All that's left to do is, what we did with Rin. Enter the relief and battle Ronnie to herself, but,
完膚なきまでにときたか。あそこまで敵意をむき出しにするとは、よほどの恨みを買ったらしい。この先は摂政院の手が必要だ。校舎に戻るついでに準備を整えていこう。
indeed.
ちょっと調子に乗ってラニさんをつっつきすぎたっすか。本気にさせちゃった。
Don't worry, that's exactly what we needed.
ええ、間違いなく。ですが、あの壁を壊すにはラニを撃破し BB から切り離す必要があります。この展開は不可避のものです。一旦校舎に戻って万全の用意を。
I agree with Leo's suggestion. Haven't done anything this time around, but I feel oddly fatigued. We also need to go help, need to get help from Kiara, so let's head back to the old school. Yep. Right now, all we have left is the boss fights, as well as the thing after, and then we can end the chapter for now. Seshuin. Congratulations, you extracted Rani's SG safe and sound. Within many fragments of her mind, we can send you to the depths of her consciousness right away, Hakuno. However, you should head to the Leo first. We won't be late, even if you proceed to battle after developing a strategy with everyone. There's a sort of lack of time here. If you rest for a moment, no, here a day, or a week, it won't change much. And to the student council we go then. We're able to extract all the SGs. Now just like with Miss Tosaka, we need to get help from Kiara.
はっきりしないわ
If
ね。
that's suggestive glance, if you got something to say, then say it. No, I was just thinking about what it feels like to descend into another person's mind, as a merely academic, medical spirit of inquiry.
別
You
に
just have the mind of a voyeur. That isn't. It's not something one can answer. Anyways, it isn't. It didn't matter to me at all. If you did was, all it did was flare up my desire to fight. Like, if you came to get me, I'll beat you to pulp. Flare up your desire to fight. So the one who enters really is perceived as a foreign invader. Brown isn't belligerent like Miss Tosaka, but once you enter the depths of her mind, you won't be able to settle things through discourse. When it was Miss Tosaka, her appearance came as a surprise attack, but we know that Rani is inside that relief. There's a great chance that she's laid out a trap. Hakuno, you need to try very carefully. What is this? Okay, all the humans will escape the old school, all the sacrifices wandering the labyrinth, are you hearing me? The Moonshell's one and only idol, Elizabeth Lancer's special broadcast is starting. Perk up those ears and listen. Rani's finally completed her personal stage I had to her built for me. I'm giving you a special invitation to celebrate its grand opening. All you nameless piglets who supplied me with blood so diligently up until now, job well done, and many thanks. Now, farewell. I've been rearing you all without killing you, but it ends now. I'm slaughtering every last master and NPC in the torture chamber. Stupid, awful-looking sculpture. There's a ton of spiking things inside. No way you put people in there. The Iron Maiden, a torture device from the Middle Ages. One of that size would pick up 20 people at once. She's crafty. She spoke of a stage of some sort, but that's just a countermeasure against Kishinami. It's a container for the magical energy stocked from slaughtering masters, obviously to use against Kishinami. You're joking. Does it mean that the masters trapped in the torture chamber are going to be executed within that huge repulsive display? I'll use your lives to get my finest stage you'll ever get to see. I'm glad you get to contribute to my beauty. If you want to blame anyone, blame the squirrel who Rani took seriously. My stage was on hold, but now it's completed. So are you ready? The banquet's about to begin. Rani, roll the audience. Tonight I'll be counting calories. I won't be counting calories. We're going to hard on the Walpurgi and gluttonous bacchanal. Well, we can't let it happen. We need to stop Lancer and Rani now. My spirit was detected in the labyrinth. The mass signs of masters and NPCs are headed towards Rani's relief. They're vanishing into the labyrinth to 6th floor's exit. Hakuno, please hurry to the labyrinth. We'll contact Kiara. Please meet up with Rani face to face. No need to tell me twice. I not told these instructions and put the student council room behind me. Wait, it's important that we settle things with Rani 8, but don't forget what comes after. Once Rani returns to normal, you hit the end of the labyrinth. There's no doubt that BB will be hiding there. You know that? While you were searching Rani's labyrinth, I was reinvestigating Rintosuka's labyrinth. I couldn't find BB's hideout though. If that eye was anywhere, it has to be in the farthest depths. If she escapes, it will be right back to square one. Kishinami, after you free Rani, don't relax. Continue to the end and capture BB. You'll be fighting without pause, but you can do it, right? I returned a glance of confidence. To be honest, I didn't have the slightest bit of confidence, but after listening to Julius, my self-confidence swelled. I can't really explain it. His words carried deep faith in me. Julius is putting his absolute trust in me. The moment I felt that, I was like a warm blood rushed through my chest. Alright, then hurry. No time to dawdle. I raised a hand to Julius, then leave the student council room. For certain this time. Let's hurry. We'll free Rani, capture BB, and escape for the far side of the moon. Alright, so we have one more thing to do. That ends, yeah, see, Sakura isn't here. Normally when Sakura isn't here, that means there's a special dialogue for the CCC route coming up. But this time, it isn't in the infirmary, but in the schoolyard. So let's go there. We already bought what we wanted from Kotomini, so we're good on that front. There she is. Sakura? She's supposed to be in the student council room backing me up. I wonder why she's here. Could it be that she's waiting for me or something? Sorry, I had a question I really need to answer, so I slipped out of the student council room. How are you really going in there? The Sentinel's different from the one before. Lancer's stats surpasses your servant's, Kishinami. Your chance of winning, counting a standard deviation, is 40%. While I say I'll back you up, I don't believe you can win. No, I won't give up under these, even under these circumstances. You all understand. So please answer me this, Hakuno Kishinami. Why do you fight? And this is the very important things. If you're going the CCC route in new game, if you somehow manage to get the item, these Sakura petals won't appear, meaning you kind of have to figure it out on your own. But in New Game Plus, they do help you. You can choose whatever you want here. But since this is more of a Sakura route, or more than anything, I'll just go ahead and, because you look like you were in pain. Do I seem like I'm in pain? She does, at least to me. She's an AI who's thinking may differ from my own, but I say with my own eyes she was suffering. The reason why I fight, which Sakura came to ask me for, well, it's for the purpose of getting Leo, Rin, and the others, and myself out of here, but also to assurance Sakura. Equality as much. May I hear it one more time? Sakura lowers her shoulders, and while I'm shrinking away, looks up at me. I repeat the same answer. As a result of restraining myself, I became a bit shy. As an AI that manages everyone's health, hearing this is strange. I will assist you. Please, absolutely come back as a senpai you are now. And off she goes. Alright. So, yeah, this is basically all there is. Next up is the next advancement for the CCC route is in Chapter 3. Level 15, let me actually check out which level of Archer is. 16, yeah, we're good. It's a shame we don't have many of Archer's special skills at this point. But yeah, let's just pop a save. And actually thank God an Archer attack, because I almost forgot to switch equipment here. Let's replace this one for the... let's go for strength, really. Let's try that one out. Alright, Kiara, let's go. I've been waiting for you. I received an explanation from Leo. Will you dive into Rani's mind now? Enter Rani's mind now. I understand, Sakura. Just like before, I understand. Sakura, just like before, please give me your support. Yes, please leave it to me. I've grasped onto Kishinami's biograph and soul graph. It'll be safer than last time. I can smoothly convert your spiritrons. Then, Hakuno, close your eyes and calm your mind. Please do whatever you can to free Rani. My consciousness fades into white. Kiara's voice trickles my ears and drifts in. My thoughts are slowed down by its warmth. 1 second feels like 1,000. 1,000 seconds feels like a day. I've sensed that I'm sinking endlessly into myself. Before long, my consciousness separates from Hakuno Kishinami's body. I fall into another person's self, aside someone who has never been touched. As I was sinking into the watery depths, we descended to a dense darkness. On their Rani put the shooting star design here in her mind. It's a fitting mental image of astrology which Rani likes.
私の秘密しかりです。私はラニエイト、人間の手によって人間を超える情報処理能力を与えられた新しい人類です。私にはあなたを管理する義務があります。私にはあなたを管理する能力があります。私にはあなたを管理する熱意があります。すべての情動、すべての行動に対し最優先の監視、指示、強制を課さなくてはいけません。私はそのためのソーダの車輪です。そこに個人的感情が挟まる余地はありません。本当に全くありません。心拍数の上昇は見間違いとして処理します。方が熱いのも当然です。これは重要な職務に対する燃えるような責任感を得と推論します。
まさかここまでとは。随分と教育熱心な女性に目をつけられたな、マスター。全ては君を思ってのことだろうが、ここは厳しく突っぱねるのがラニのためだぞ。
Yeah, you're kind of right there.
そうです。そうなのです。人間の行動、感情の管理を行うことは高い演算能力を持つ私にとって思考の命題。管理すること、それ自体が心を手に獲得することと同義であると理解しました。無価値なこだわりを許すと、私のもとで心身ともに無防備な裸になることで人間は永久楽土を取り戻すのです。
Okay, I think just throwing your own things in
あ
there.
なたはとりわけ甘いフルーツのようにフーリッシュ、重点的にかつ集中的に私の共同を受ける栄誉が与えられるべきでしょう。すべてを私に委ね、お互い合理的かつ自然な姿で。ああ、なんて素晴らしい計画でしょう。体温上昇を確認、脈動、呼吸に変動を計測。私は今酩酊効果のある薬物を摂取した状態です。
I'm hearing around these strange and passionate murmurings. The voice of her unconscious mind hasn't been rejecting an invitation, rejecting an invasion, foreign body. Rather, it was filled with intoxication, that is, if welcoming it. Like when I was with Rin, I can't answer these murmurings. All he can do, the only thing we can do, is descend into the wellspring of Ronnie's subconscious mind, without damaging it. A journey through the infinitely hallucinating mind. After the sensation for a moment or an eternity passed, I get to the center of Ronnie's mind. These are the depths of Ronnie's mind. Still, it's too dark. There's a sensation of people bursting around, but the surroundings are shut out by the darkness.
来ましたね。計算通りの到着時刻です。
Ronnie. Only Ronnie stands with the darkness. Thus it doesn't appear to be here.
ランサーの姿が見えないな。この暗闇といい、罠にしては非効率すぎる。らしくないぞ、ラニエイト。
そうですね。本来の私ならレリーフの周囲に適正プログラムを配置し侵入を防いでいたでしょう。ですが私はどうしても彼女に来てほしかった。ランサーにステージを与えたのはあなたを逃がさないためです。あなたが私との対決を避ける可能性はわずかでしたが、万が一ということもあります。マスターたちが生贄にされると知れば、あなたは必ずやってくる。
You tried to execute the captured masters to lure in Hakuno Kishinami. That strategy is definitely working. I ended up hurrying down here in a panic. Still, I can't believe that Ronnie would treat Hakuno Kishinami with such hostility. Having MSG extracted was having SG extracted that humiliating?
いいえ。 SG の摘出に関しては
Yeah,
そ
I'm
れ
sure
ほ
it
ど怒ってはい
wasn't.
ません。私にも心がある。それを証明していただいて感謝さえしています。
SG を摘出して感謝されるとは、自らの非を認める冷静さ、遠坂凛に見習わせたいがしかしそれでは話が合わないぞ。確かにうちのマスターは軽率だが、一体何が君の機嫌を損ねたのだ。
決まっています。3つ目の SG の名称です。最強中などあんな不名誉な分類絶対に認めません。もはやどちらかが死ぬしかありえないほどに。
Huh? You're telling me that's why she hates me enough to kill me?
価値観の相違ですね。
Come on. Chinako was the one who wanted you, named you that. Anyways, I had nothing to do with it.
抗議は一切受け付けません。そもそも私は BB のセンチネルです。私があなたを招いたのは、ここに入った者は私の許可なくして出られないから。後の処刑は彼女の役割。待たせました。
Whoops.
オッケー。 任せなさいプロデューサー。あなたの望み通りどいつもこいつもめった刺しにしてあげる。さあ、ありったけのライトを当てなさい。鮮血魔女エリザベートのお出ましよ。
Lancer. Wait, before this, did she just casually drop something huge on us?
いい反応よ。その恐怖で引きつった顔。それでこそ私のコリス。あなたもブラッドバスに混ぜてあげる。高貴なる竜の娘エリザベート・バートリーの牙の前に平服なさい。
She said it. She'll declare it outright. Also, if I had to explain myself to save face, it's not that my face is frozen in fear. Rather, it's because Lancer's big mouth defies all logic.
チェイテ城の吸血不死。しかし神名を自ら名乗るとは何を考えている。
Archer's surprise is warranted. To servants, their true name is something they keep a perfect secret until the very end. What's the intention of What the intentions are of someone so boldly announcing it to their enemy is something I can't wrap my hand around.
糸？家畜相手に糸なんて必要ないわ。あなたはただの生贄だもの。支配者である私のために浪費される。それが家畜の本懐でしょ。だからむごたらしく死んでいいわ。その血と苦悶が 私の若さになり、私の歌を世界に響かせる糧になるの。
Elizabeth Bathory, the blood-soaked countess who once existed in Hungary, a mass murderer who seized her vassals and killed them, bathing in their blood to improve her youth. So that was this young lady's true name. But no matter how I look at it, doesn't there seem to be a ton of discrepancies between her and her legend?
またそんな迷えるコリスみたいな顔。いえ、我慢よエリザ。殺す前にやることがあるんだから。最後の慈悲よコリス。そんな顔をするなら一つだけ質問を許してあげる。それでさっぱり未練とか消してちょうだい。悔いを残した生贄の血はノリが悪いの。死ぬの。
Whoops. For a tremendously egotistical reason, Lancer forced me to ask a question. It's annoying to play along with the enemy, but this is a rare chance. I ask, why are you an idol?
アイドル。なんて素敵な響き。 私の方こそ聞きたいわ。あなたたち豚のくせにどうしてこんなにも素敵な職業を考えついたの？モンゴロイドは趣味じゃないけど、こと娯楽産業において日本人は有料種と認めざるを得ないわ。思えば生前の私は哀れだった。拷問しか知らない人生だったんだもの。そりゃあ退屈で頭痛持ちにもなるわよ。でもサーバントになってムーンセルで日本のアイドルを知ったわ。ほんと目から星が出るような衝撃だった。だってアイドルよ、アイドル。完璧だわ。可愛いことだけ求められてチヤホヤされることがお仕事なんて。これが天職じゃなくて何？ステージに立って歌を奏でた時、これ最高って我を失ったぐらい。そうよ、私が美しければ美しいほど男たちはいい声で泣いてくれる。私が君臨すればするほど女たちは泣きわめく。男とはかしずくもの、貢ぐもの、時に可愛らしいもの。つまるところは豚であり、女とは奴隷であり、母親であり、恋人であり、美しさを保つ材料。つまるところは食い物である。分かって。要はアイドルこそ最高の拷問ってこと。私この業界で天下を取るわ。
Picking out of her mouth are irregular dragon teeth. Intoxicated by her own words, Elizabeth was gleeful. She doesn't consider her egotistical claims to be crimes in the slightest.
暴言ここに極まったな。怪物化は当然の結果だ。貴様、いつから自分が人間ではないと思い込んだ？
逆よ逆。私が人間じゃないのではなくて、あなたたちが人間じゃないの。そうでしょ？誰でもない無名の英雄さん。あなたたちに
She's got you there.
子なんて必要ないんだもの。
She has you there, buddy.
話は終わり？じゃあ最後は歌の時間よ。家畜とはいえ私の美しさのために命を投げ出すのだもの。極上のご褒美を受け取りなさい。これがかつてない竜姫の調べ。命と引き換えにしてもあまりある空を満たす女神の歌よ。恋はドラクル、優しくしてね。目覚めは深夜の1時過ぎ。お腹はすくの生きてるライフ。キラキラ印のジャムをちょうだい。狩りはマジカル。あたし首狩る。チェイテの城からガシガシ届け。今夜もあなたを監禁させて。
In spite of her mellifluous voice, her pitch is all over the place, and the lyrics don't make a lick of sense. Yep, maybe there isn't a god in this world.
なんて悲しいサーバントだ。
Archer shakes his head lightly, and there's no wonder why. I can't believe such a mellifluous voice is being absolutely wasted. It's tortuous.
すまないマスター。思わずあっけに取られてしまった。
Understandable.
だが幸運なことに作戦ではなかったらしい。本当に助かった。下手をすると瞬殺もあり得たな。
No doubt. Making us hear this perdition of a song, then attacking us while she's befuddled our minds. Thus the plan has been executed. We'd probably be dead to our backs right now. Dead on our backs right now.
どうやらあなたたち程度では私の歌を理解できないよね。いいわ。その血を絞る前にまず私の歌を理解させてあげる。
真剣にごめん被る。 これ以上の問答は互いの立場的にも歌に対する認識的にも不要のようだ。
気は済みましたか？ではそろそろ始めてください。この罪人たちに叱るべき罰を。私の心に主体はありません。ランサー、ここはあなたを主役として飾った世界です。歌がであれ、ここでのあなたは間違いなく最高のスター。存分に歌ってください。
ええ、もちろんよ、ラニー。プロデュース分はきっちりやらせていただくわ。ステージオン、ミュージックスタート。ライブ開始よ。私のステージで快楽のうちに行かせてあげる。
Alright, here it comes. Regardless of the content of our song, Elizabeth Bathory is a paragon of brutality. We have to defeat this bloody countess so that she doesn't claim any more victims. Alright, let's finally get to the boss fight already. Archer.
いいじゃない。
Lancer.
あなた、派手にぶちまけてもらおうかしら。
Live or die by the sword.
人間社会が生み出した無辜の怪物。大抵は被害者だが、貴様は完全に加害者だな。
あら、同情の余地はないって顔ね。割と似た者同士だと思うけど、私たち勝手な風評で変わり果てたのだもの。
言っていろ。私は死後の話、貴様は生前からの話だろうよ。
Nice little back and forth we have here. Anyways, let's give our Archer his strength buff here. I don't know if we should use structural when using guard. That's kind of situational. We'll wait a bit. We'll use pre-projection here, and we'll see how that one works out.
新しい仕事です。
Oh yeah, that worked pretty well. Pretty well, I think.
そんなものかね。
鱗を立てるわ。
Yeah, she's using your skill. Damn. Ah, okay, just that one. Perfect. Too bad it breaks our chain. Anyways,
こそ楽勝ね。ま、本気出してるんだから。
we can use one more pre-projection here.
いえ、自力ではそれほど差はありません。あまり油断しないように、ランサー。
And let's try to lower her strength for a bit. We'll try doing both of them. Yeah, not that one. And I'm gonna use Ether Shard here, just in case we lose a bit of health. We don't want to get demolished by the thing. So, all right, let's hope that we can get the. Alright, we got it. The other one... Did we get the other debuff too? Nah, we didn't get the other one. Alright, it's something to look at. At least she's weaker at this point. Doesn't do much damage. See? Alright, I guess we could try to keep her debuffed. At this point, lower her defense. Alright, let's see now. Come on. Lower her defense already. Perfect. She's not normal attack. We need to hit her twice again now. Hit her one more time for the defense debuff. That's actually pretty good. Alright, so let's do for this. This. Go for this. I'll just try one more time for this. And let's go guard here. Alright, let's see how that one works out. Alright. Come on. Damn it, still not. Come on. Lower her defense already. There we go. it's kind of very weak. His how do I say it? His I forget. His stuff is very weak. The debuff things, because it's very they cost a lot, at least for the lower levels, and they don't give us, and this is a chance to get the debuffs, right? I don't even do all that much damage, so there we go, at least we got that one. Yep, I got that at least. Alright, we're good. We can just do our normal E first shard here. Alright, as long as we guard here, we should be good. There we go, right, max health. Alright, that's good. She has her health at normal. Alright. Alright, so I really don't know what they're gonna do, so let's just go with random at this point. Let's just boost his strength there. There we go. Shed Noble Phantasm range, which is roughly at 40% HP. She gets her Noble Phantasm ready. Which she is gonna fire off at the last second. So here we guard, as well as give ourselves a recovery. So yeah. Awesome. Nah. And now she doesn't even have her debuff, so yeah, that kind of sucks. She's gonna increase her magic power. And now she's gonna use her Noble Phantasm. We'll survive this, I think. Yeah. Just have to use the cure again. Yeah, I'm sure that was what it was, Lancer. Anyways, let's go. Alright. Alright. Nice. That critical too, awesome. Not bad actually. Pretty good of Archer there. Indeed. Alright, so I think that she's gonna use her normal attack here. Not normal attack, but her buff. You know what I mean, right? Oh my god, you really are kidding me. Alright, let me see again if he does the same thing. Oh, I think we're dead. Nope, barely alive. The problem is we don't have the Yeah. Let's just go for moderate amount of HP here. And really don't know what to do here. Just random point at this thing. Really, the boss fights in this game are pretty bullshit. We really don't have any idea what to do. And yeah. A few are more bullshit than others. But yeah, generally they're not very Well, fine, I'm dead. No, okay, so she's just gonna use that. Okay. Next one is she's gonna use her thing. Alright, I think we got this. Just go for this. Yeah, I think we've definitely got this right now. Of course, okay, we got a free chain here. We got one more hit in. Just need to hit her one more time. We're good, we guarded that. Alright, there we go. One more hit and free. Fucking one more ether fragment, and then we can just go. Even if she hits us, we're good. Yep, she's gonna hit it with a strong one. But we got that one, and we won. Oh, really? There we go. Off she goes.
そんな、私の歌に感動しないとか、
Nope.
どれだけセンスに欠けているのよ。
Archer's blows definitely pierce Lancer's vitals. Lancer sustains her fatal wound and staggers, biting her lips. She glances at us with bloodshot eyes. Though she's our enemy, I'm almost impressed by the spirit she shows. An ostentatious body is a contrarian ideal. Her flesh, on the brink of collapse, is sustained purely by an intense pride.
こんな痛みなんかで、痛みなんかに私は屈しない。覚えてなさい。私は不滅で不老で永遠な至高のアイドルなんだから。絶対に復活してあなたみたいなリス、地獄へ引きずり込んでやるわ。
Assembling venomous curses, Lancer vanishes. This is different from when we were in Rin. Elizabeth Affrey, along with her thick scent of blood, left off stage as a loser.
趣味の合わない歌には付き合えない。ヘルズツアーにはワナビーだけを連れて行け。
まだ決着はついていません。エリザベートは敗れましたが、もともと彼女と私は仮契約の中。彼女が消滅しようと、その連鎖が私に及ぶことはありません。それがすでに経験済みでしょう。センチネルである私を打ち倒す方法は一つだけです。
I know. Oh my god. The only way I can bring her back to normal is to expose her mind, to destroy the labyrinth core. This is the inside of Rani's mind. I have to defeat her with words, just like I did with Rin's.
私は逃げも隠れもしません。いえ、私にとっては、ここからが本番です。あなたを私の中に招き、永遠に閉じ込め、管理します。私はラニーエイト。史上最後の錬金術師が作り上げた完全なホムンクルス。その心理設計は人間に劣らぬことをあなたで証明してみせます。
We'll see about that.
リンの時と同じか。最後の詰めだ。謝るなよ、マスター。
おはようございます。私の分身を蹂躙し、ついにここまで来たのですね。ですが、それはあくまで分身。私本体ではありません。私に不合理な感情はありません。隠さなくてはいけないような思考もありません。私はアトラス院のホムンクルス。 完全な人間としてデザインされたもの。あなたはここでは無力です。
Is she sure about that? Certainly, unlike Rin, Ronnie is always plays it cool. At a glance, it looks like she's got no openings. However,
自立系オールグリーン。私の内面に改めるべきエラーはありません。バグがあるとしたら、それは無遠慮かつ無謀にも私の中に入ってきたあなただけです。そう、バグなのでこのまま潰します。それはプチッと、プニッと、ポロッと、ムニュッと。そうです。
Yep, there's an odd hint of weakness in that what Ronnie is saying and doing. Unlike Rin, who was bluffing the entire time, Ronnie presents herself as a frail, as if baiting me in. Is this true? There's something wrong with Ronnie right now. SGs are keys to the secrets of one's mind that exist intrinsically, so SGs are nothing foreign to a person. However, they also expose the emotions and addiction that normally control a person. Since they're embarrassing and inconvenient, they get hidden away. Since Ronnie has been exposed, everything about her is saying, I want to hurry and fix this so I can feel better. I feel like that's being expressed in her frailty.
それは違います。不都合な事実に目をつむるのは、精神の巡りを雲で隠すのに同じです。
Huh? So does this mean that Ronnie is embarrassed about her SGs being revealed?
恥という感情は自他の主張が異なる際、その差に対して正当性の低い方が持つべき感情です。ですので、この場合、羞恥を感じるのはあなたの方だと返答します。私は私です。この体が変貌したのならともかく、ありのままの姿を見られることに異常性は感じません。
Is that so? The reason why Ronnie is defenseless in so many ways is because she feels that her body, corrected by her mentor, has nothing about it to be embarrassed about.
はい。自然環境に依存した思考の発達は、惑星逆行の脅威により矛盾を多く生じさせます。ホムンクルスである私に宿る思考ルーチンを評価し、利用することこそ人類の益になるでしょう。現在の私に間違いはありません。正しいのは私の方なのです。ですので、私に従ってください。それを約束するのなら、あなたを解放します。
Oh, now I see. Ronnie's so correct and so excellent, and I should recognize Ronnie and utilize Ronnie. I'm not talking about strength. It's intellect that far exceeds yours. She truly was so logical and excellent. Ronnie wouldn't have lost my servant battle.
力の話をしているのではありません。私の知性があなたに勝っているのですから。
That itself was her mistake. She lost because she wasn't able to make good use of her servant, which means she lost Hakunik Shinami intellectually.
違うのです。なぜこの構造的美しさがわからないのですか？優れて、美しく、慈愛に満ち、賢い、理想的統一思考のもとで平和に暮らす人々。マザーコンピューターにしてビッグブラザーに全ての混迷を預けるのです。そうすれば、全人類が無垢な幼子としての生を許されるのですから。
All I hear is, hey, I'm the last boss of a dystopian sci-fi movie. Thank you very much. No, I think it'll keep my honest thoughts to myself. Whoops, my honest thoughts to myself. Ultimately, Ronnie's personality desire is that everyone will do as she says. That must mean, I think it was management desire. It's been a while. There we go.
違います。間違いを訂正してください。私は並列思考による多元的な客観をもとに合理的判断を下しているだけなのです。
Ronnie says that she wants me to correct my mistake. Correcting one's mistake is certainly an important thing to do. Admitting one's fault is tied to mental maturity. So let's correct ourselves. What Ronnie calls objective means what I think. Logical means this is what I like. So basically, Ronnie likes to have everything go her way. It's as natural of a desire to have as it gets for a human.
再度訂正を要求します。まるで私が幼稚で独善的と決めつける物言いには反感を覚えます。あなたの意見は主観によっています。人間は偏った思考に振り回され、争いが絶えることはありません。その点、私は何があろうと冷静です。私の
Composed. Composed no matter what happens, huh? Alright. I raised my head and confessed this to Ronnie. Truth be told, throughout this entire battle, I haven't had any underwear on.
素晴らしい。開放的な姿勢です。私も入ってます。
Anyone can tell I'm lying, so why is Ronnie so delighted? It's very biased fancies she spoke of. Where was all that logic departed off to?
あなたが合理性に対してやっと理解を示してくれたことを評価しているだけです。
I don't think there's anything rational about that. Possibly, Ronnie likes it. Her, I think it was habit of exposure. Yep, there we go.
すごい。一言一言で心ばかりかドレスまで剥がれていくよう。再度訂正を要求します。私のライフスタイルは断じて思考的なものではありません。気持ちいいから快適さに基づいた合理性です。だって私は人間より優れているのですから。私が快適と感じるものこそ熱くて正しいのです。それをもう今度こそ証明しますから。ゲームはチェスでも将棋でもお好きなものを。頭脳戦こそ私のステージ。思うままに翻弄して差し上げます。
I didn't expect myself to almost accept, but I hold back. Ronnie is acting increasingly enthusiastic. She seems to be getting more excited the more cornered she is. Still, I don't take up the offer. I can't beat Ronnie at games that don't have a chance. If I start a game with her, I'll probably end up never being able to leave Ronnie's mind.
さあ、ゲームをしましょう。体が熱くて早く理性的な行為で冷まさないと熱暴走してしまいます。
I want to point out that she's already overheating, but I swallow my words. Her games aren't for pitting or your abilities against another, nor for enjoying the course of the game. All Ronnie wants is the outcome, to have her as the victor. She talks about fair this and fair that, but the true feelings are of a power gamer.
そんな嘘です。でも気持ちいい。最高です。癖になってしまいそう。やはり人間は野蛮です。相手の欠点を上げつらい不遠慮に追い詰めていく。こんな生き物はやはり私が管理するべきなのです。父よ、私はついに第三の目を開眼しました。人類はもっともっと身軽になるべきなのです。人類の命運は人類が背負うには重すぎるものと断言します。ですので人類すべてを私が脱がす。人々からあらゆる虚飾、あらゆる服飾を取り上げ、裸の王国を作るのです。
See, she comes to an outlandish conclusion. However, it's definitely the lesson nested in Ronnie's mind, talking the part that BB has brainwashed. Ronnie said she's managed humanity, and it's fine that her subject is a big one, but even Ronnie is part of humanity. First, I need to correct that one mistake she's made. I harden my heart and say, you and your panties messiah complex.
最悪です。あなたの表現には品位のかけらはありません。
It's the truth. Ronnie isn't omnipotent. The fate of humanity is too much for one person to bear. And anyways, Ronnie is also a master. The moment she came to the moon seeking the wishing device, hadn't she admitted that there are things outside her power?
それはその帰結は間違って、あんなに熱かった表面温度が冷めていきます。この胸の苦しさ、悔しい。そんなことはありえない。私にそんな無意味な感情なんて。
No, frustration is no pointless emotion. At least to a mind that grows and self-reflects. Ronnie describes herself as a mechanical. Machines don't make mistakes. However, it's ultimately only machine-like. Ronnie's no machine, she's human. She may be a homunculus, but she's human in just the way she is. That's why I don't think I should force, or rather, demand such a completely reasonable. If she were, then there would be no point in her having a human form. Ronnie just needs to like herself. She needs to admit that her tastes and preferences stem from her liking them, rather than passing them off as irrational.
私に幸運の感情はありません。そんな不合理なものは。
Alright, so let me see which one. I think it was this one. Take a look at yourself.
自分自身を見つめる。どうしたことでしょう。今まで自分がどんな服装でも気にならなかったのに、なんだか恥ずかしくて、でも胸が高鳴ってスースーしちゃいます。暑くて冷たくて気持ちいい。もしかしてこれが好きということなんですか？いえ、それは許されません。私はアトラスのホムンクルス、人類の英知を守る巨人の蔵の最後の一人。個人の感情によるなんて、そんなものただの失敗作です。 BB は正しい。私や彼女は完全を目指して作られた人工知能。人なのにこんなスースーしているなんて。どうしようしよう。なぜ私をこのように作られたのです。
Question.
乱れることのない精神のように、単純な機械のように作られていれば、こんな矛盾に苦しむこともなかったのに。
Alright. I think it was the first one as well. I like it that way.
そんな、ダメ、好きだなんて。
There we go. I don't want her to be a machine. I want her to be as a human. Ronnie has a heart because her mentor wanted it that way. I don't need a reason to like or dislike things. Just as there are things one doesn't like despite being amazing and useful, there are things one likes despite being embarrassing and useless. Ronnie wants to manage humanity because she likes humanity. She can't bring herself to disregard them, right?
私が好き。これが好きということ？人間が好き。あなたが好き。スースーするの好き。好きって気持ちいい。数値でも統計でもないもの。あ、乱れて混戦していた気持ちがほどけていきます。これが好きな気持ち。私。
Alright, there we go. Welcome back. That was a depth subdual. Within the labyrinth, Kiara waited for us for our return. Kiara approaches Ronnie, who was lying down, and checks her body for anomalies. Ronnie isn't conscious, but there's nothing wrong with her. I shall take her to the old school. Hakuno, please continue on further.
良い判断だ。
Let's do what she says. Leave Ronnie to her and let's hurry. Bibi's within our reach. Alright. As
余
let's
計な
just
力は抜け。何？今回は仲間もついているだろ。
let's just go ahead and save here. And let's go on ahead. Finish up chapter 2. Whoop. And to next floor? Yes, we will do. We entered into a strangely cramped space. This must be the exit. It's like brand new or fresh created. Anyways, I get that sort of strong impression.
状況を確認しました。そこは今までの迷宮とは別の構造体です。出口かどうかはまだ検証中ですが、迷宮の外であることは間違いありません。ビンゴ。BB の言い分なんて半分ぐらい疑っていたけど、やったわね。
迷宮を抜ければ出口があるですね。暴走していても BB は AI です。人間に嘘はつけない。
Uh-oh.
あれ？お前らさくら？モニターの調子が悪い。
The transition from the student council room cuts out. Judging from how Rin and the others were acting, I'd have to deem that there isn't anything wrong on their side. There's a strong signal jammer veiling this space. It's Bibi. We've caught the culprit at last. This is Bibi's domain. When you're in the labyrinth, she could easily teleport away, but here, there's nowhere to run to. All that's left is to capture Bibi and escape from the far side of the moon.
終わりました。検討お疲れ様でした。その状態でエリザベートを倒したかちょびっとだけ見直しました。レベルも戻ってきたみたいだし絶好調ですね。私も認識を改めました。先輩は意外にも肉食系というかアウトドア派だったなんてドキドキです。それとも人の話を聞かない生粋の主人公体質とか？本当に。踏みつぶしたくなるぐらい目障り。うろちょろと足元でうごめく夏場のあれみたいです。
The mood in the room doesn't 180. This is BB's true character. All the floating particles in this place turn to hostility towards Archer and I.
これはされ強大な異物が来る。
There they are. The surface and an edge. An unpredictable, mighty attack, along with an attack of unparalleled sharpness, assaults Archer. Archer takes the sudden coordinated attack, and while being repelled, manages to regain footing.
ごめんなさい、お母様。私、来るの遅れてしまって。エゴ使いが荒いわ、BB。私たち、生まれたばかりなのよ。まだ自分の世界もできていないのに。
No, 3 people. The presence isn't one of being masters. Does this mean BB still has other servants around?
この過剰な改造は、ランサーが可愛く見えるな。
Pretty much.
あの2体、規格外の怪物だ。
紹介しますね。この2人はアルターエゴ。私から分かれた分身です。私は頭脳担当。彼女たちは肉体労働。2人ともそれなりに強いですよ。だってムーンセルから得たある系列のサーバントの情報を目いっぱい詰め込んだんですから。いわば この子たちは英雄複合体です。エリザベートなんてほんの遊びに過ぎません。
For the heroes? I mean, she's saying that they're artificial summons with the combined abilities of multiple heroic spirits.
既存の英雄の掛け合わせならまだマシだがね。
Yeah.
BB、そこまでの力があったのか。
ええ、サーバントさんの指摘通り、この子たちの基本は英霊は英霊でも人間の英霊ではありません。私がニューセルから引き出したのは女神の系列、神話上の女神を再現したハイサーバントと呼べる存在です。言っておきますけど、今の先輩じゃ絶対に勝ち目はありません。それでも私と遊んでくれますか
The struggle against those two strange people? As if. I can't even take a single step forward. My reason and instincts are telling me that if I step forward, I'll be killed. This is unbelievable. The exit and BB are right there in front of us. We can't take a single step ahead.
2体相手ではどうにもならん。マスター、撤退の準備を。全力でここから離脱する。
話は済みました？なら逃げていいですよ。逃げるアリさんをわざわざ踏みに行くほど暇人じゃないですから、私。お母様、侵食が第3階層に到達しました。ここ、私にくれるんですよね。好きにしなさい。私は中枢を目指すだけよ。3階層に入ってくるように。
Ah, damn it, that noise.
あなたはそれで潰してしまいなさい。ありがとうございます。私、頑張りますから。私の世界はまだまだお預け？それじゃ、表に行っていい BB？ まだまだドレインし足りないの？あまり羽目を外さないように。あなた、雑食が過ぎるから。栄養が取りすぎても体の毒よ。とまあ、こんな子たちですけど、私を捕まえたいならなんとか退治しちゃってください。まあ、普通に考えたら絶対に無理なので、旧校舎で縮こまっていることを推奨します。そうですね、体感時間で1年ぐらいは精神の安全は保たれるんじゃないですか。それ以上は退屈で心が死んじゃうでしょうけど、体が死ぬよりはマシでしょ。今だって命が惜しくて仕方がないんだから。それじゃあ、死ぬ勇気もない人間には惨めに退場してもらえますか。はい、恒例の夫婦タイムです。旧校舎まで飛んでけー。
Off we go.
ダニさんの時間稼ぎのおかげで新しい迷宮もできました。
Again, BB, you gotta speak up a bit. This loud noise isn't making you very perceptible.
この迷宮が最後までできたらどうなるか、それはすぐにわかります。期待して待っていてくださいね。
When I came to, I found myself at the entrance of the labyrinth. It's no use feeling discouraged now. To get my report, I'll head to the student council room. Hey, Julius. Good that you made it back. We've taken no damage, huh? The student council is convened due to special circumstances. You two, head to the student council room right away. Alright. All the student council members are gathered in the student council room. Everyone has the same gloomy expression. They must know that BB's prepared new sentinels, or rather 2 offshoots. Let's come back. The operation went well, is that what I want to say, but it doesn't really feel like it. Red is being treated in the infirmary. Since she's been with BB longer than me, it seems it will take longer to bring her back to normal. Yes, allowing a good recuperation will help. Emotional support is important. That 10 girl's cruel verbal abuse almost caused my ego to collapse. As you can see though, I'm the usual Monji again. In your case, you likely forgot everything rather than bouncing back. You had spiritually died from emancipation, so how is that taking meals all it took for you to recover? As a result of discipline, pale man, the Almighty sent as this steaming hot silver ash with Pacific sorry. But I shall pass on Japanese plums. I see. So on a spiritual level, you're immortal. Go scrub some toilets for me.
Leo.
Is this a silver... what is this silver ash, Leo? It's a classy bowl of rice, it sounds like. Maybe a certain situation, the freshly cooked rice is available as platinum? As valuable as platinum. Ah, then I heard of it as well. Quality meal effects, even morale in battle, especially the king's. Monjigato, to compare the troops' supply lines to gold and silver makes you quite a worthy man. No man's that profound. Simply, he's not good. He's got good things going on, but he'll forget all the better things up until then. That function is impressive. To forget one's damage that's impossible even for a moon cell. Yeah, humans' ability to alter their self-awareness when it suits them is one hell of a function too. To tell the truth, if the moon cell's OS became of Gato type, it will mean the end of the universe most likely. The universe would begin, rather. There will be an alpine meadow worthy of new dumb rules flying around randomly. The mood sword changes when Gato is here, making everyone go from dead silent to loquacious. His hidden skill. No need to be jealous, it's only natural. As the head of the cheering, the harder times are, the more they need a laugh, President Leo. Yes, I've taken that to heart. I was planning for us to discuss BB and those 2 alter egos for a while now, but let's take some time for further things. Everyone is tired after all. I'll put off the briefing for 8 hours. Mr. Sakura and I will organize the situation, so everyone please get some rest. They'll keep going without rest. Leo, Rin, and Sakura have been backing me up without a break since I entered the labyrinth. If anyone is tired, it should be those 3. Don't worry about it. All I can do right now is support you, Haku, so of course I will. You go to your room and rest ahead of us. Resting is important work too. It'll be fine. Once you get some sleep and recharge, we'll put you right back to work. Rin's cheerful expression reveals none of the fatigue. I can't object if she puts it like that. Just like she devotes herself to her duty, I have to carry on the duty I've been given. That's how it is. Brother, Gato, please take some rest as well, you two. Especially you, brother. Probably haven't had a wink of sleep since you got here. Since Sakura's here, you can't hide it for long. Is that so? I've certainly been keeping at it. Her work may be health management, but it's tough to fool Sakura and AI. I'll take a break myself then. No more than 2 hours. Shinami, get yourself plenty of rest too. Thank you for reporting the conditions on my brother's health, Sakura. I didn't notice until now. There's no need to thank me. I really only happened to notice it. But maybe it's because he's similar to me. Julius' hours of sleep entry always read as no health concerns, so I thought something was strange. But then I went back to search, wondering if there was a problem, and I found that he never got any sleep to begin with. He was deceiving Sakura with the fact that he had an issue getting sleep. But still no issues with his health. Yes, looking at only the outward results, I didn't notice Julius' accumulated fatigue. Huh? What happened? Sakura crumbled from her knees the knee suddenly. Sakura? Whoa, what a fever! Talk about Julius, or you're on the brink of freezing and locking up! Rin rushes over to grab Sakura and sits her up. Consciously or maybe unconsciously, Sakura approaches with a ragged sorry. I'm okay, my processing just, got a bit heavy and all. Sakura shouldn't have consumed all her memory during her giving backup. No, let's put that question up for later. Gato, please give me Tosaka a hand. Take Sakura to the infirmary. No, I'm fine. I can be resting like everyone else. Never mind that. Come with us. If you think about it, Sakura's been doing most of the SG extraction work. But these unknown techniques would obviously put a load on her. Liu and I will analyze the situation, so go to sleep mode, Sakura. Haku, you get 8 hours of rest too. Advanced are pretty similar to humans. If they don't get rest, they accumulate their workout or their work gets worse. That's right, I understand. Pardon me, everyone. I'm no good at this at present, huh? I wasn't watchful of my brother's rushes or Sakura's working too hard. I see. So this is what they call whining, right? That really is unproductive. You get some rest as well, Hakuno. I'm going to take a short nap myself. When you're in a pinch, take deep breaths, as they say. Liu is right. I'm worried about Sakura's condition, but Kiara is in the infirmary too. We need to take a solid rest in my room and dispel the fatigue from the fight with Lancer. So yeah, I think this is. It's been a while since the Let's Play from Saber, but I think that's actually an exclusive scene there for the CCC route. It's good. It means you're in the correct way.
Master.
I know how you feel, but knowing when to rest is also important for the battle. Hey, let's back to my room. Archer's right. Let's go back to my room. Hey, buddy. Anything new? Nope, nothing new. Alright. Now then, things have gotten even more chaotic, but there's at least one piece of good news. Want to hear it, Master? Good news? I wonder if there are any. Since we've settled things with Elizabeth, I think it's only been bad news. There is. The child before me may have lost their memories, but as a master, they're the person with promise. Their very essence has changed. Our battles up until now have been enough to make me really feel that. Eliminating Bibi, rescuing Rin Tosaka, and the others is all pretty important in itself, though. As a servant, whether a master is worth serving is the big question for us, see? His words imply a few things, but Archer's voice carries a sense of respect. So I qualify as being a master. You don't get a perfect score, but you pass. We'll leave the topic of what you lack in the distant future. Now then, my advice is the growing master needs plenty of rest. You fought well. Now it's time for a good sleep. Without saying a word, Archer gives me a smile filled with resolute faith in me. That's right. No matter what despair stands before me, Archers will still be here with me. I believe in that and give my body a rest. Alright. And that is gonna be it for now. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed and you know what? Yeah. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.